Welcome everybody to another video of Rooster Journeys. I'm in Zurich, the Kloten airport. I'm on my way to Singapore and Bali. But for you I have now a video of a food tour from Denizli center. I hope you like it. If you do, give me the thumb up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming projects like Bali or Singapore. And please leave me a comment or send me an email. And if you want to know where I actually am, you can also follow me on Instagram. For everyone visiting Denizli from any direction, there is a food tour in my last video. Now it's time to find out what Denizli has to offer for me this year. We left the Baba Dallar Ishanı behind us and we're walking through the Bayram Yeri Bazaar. But first we take something sweet from the famous Hacı Şerif. We start our food tour again at a historical place, the first store of Hacı Şerif. Hacı Şerif is a brand in Denizli which has a history of 80 years and 3 generations. They started with a simple wheat halva, and their best-selling product is hot halva over Turkish milk ice cream. Whoever is interested in halva or other sweet treats, like Turkish Delight, should visit one of the many Hacı Şerif stores in Denizli. This particular store is the first, and obviously it grew to have space for all the different Turkish Delight variations. You should try the one with rose flavor and jam it between 2 biscuits. This is called kıstırma and is a traditional Denizli treat we offer our guests. You should buy some for your guests at home. Also try all the other flavors and buy what you like. My favorite is pomegranate with pistachios, narlı fıstıklı. Yes, normally the sweet comes last, but since I don't like sweet stuff so much, it's time for some meat. Now we're going to Meatball Master Yaşar Usta. I discovered this little restaurant last year. I was hungry and I noticed a crowd in front of a little store. And not only in Turkey, but everywhere, when the food is simple and there are many locals, I try it, because it's usually delicious. And in this case, I found some really delicious meatballs, fresh sides and good bread. But be careful with the green pepperoni, they can be sneaky. Before we get to my favorite spot, we have to burn some calories. The best way to do that when you are at the Bayram Yeri is to walk through the Kale İçi Çarşı and do some shopping. And after a long shopping tour, you earn the famous Denizli kebab of Kebapçı Hacı.
Bizi çekiyor şu anda abi.
Çekiyor abi.
Çekiyor abi. Çekiyor işte Denizli'nin güzel kebapçısı burası. Kebapçı Hacı Yukaroğlu.
For a real Denizli kebab, you don't use the hind legs because they have not enough fat. What you see here are slowly roasted shoulders of the 4 legs and pieces of the flanks. The service is like always very friendly and the Haji makes me always laugh. Traditionally, you don't get served forks. The hot meat comes over pieces of bread, and as side dishes you get fresh onion, tomatoes and pepperoni. You take the meat between the bread and have the time of your life. One kebab, then onion, then kebab, then tomato kebab, pepperoni kebab, onion, kebab, tomato, and before you know it, the whole plate is gone. Don't worry, just yell ilave and the Haji will bring you another round. Now it's time for a little bit Turkish homemade food. Behind me you see the restaurant Bizim. It's right across the road from the Forum Çamlık Mall, and it's well known for 3 dishes. There's the manto, the homemade tortellini with yogurt sauce, typical, and there is keşkek and aşure. And the last two, even though they look like they were eaten before, you have to try this. Keşkek is a traditional Aegean dish that we serve normally for special occasions like weddings. It looks like porridge, but it's made of boiled wheat and lots of butter. And it has lamb meat in it, so tenderly cooked that you just find tiny strings of red meat in your bowl. And of course, there is always mantı, the Turkish tortellini with the yogurt garlic sauce. You can also choose yogurt without garlic, but why would you? These are the 2 main dishes, and they have a 3rd dish as dessert. Many Muslims know this dish. There are many variations of it, the ashura. It's believed that this recipe goes back to Noah and the Ark. It has a ton of ingredients: beans, chickpeas, wheat, nut, grapes, syrup, dates, and these are just a few of the ingredients you can use. It's so rich you can't call it a dessert, it's a meal on its own. I am here at the Down Cafe. This is a social project of the city Denizli, and all the employees are teenagers with Down syndrome. And because all the products and the service are +1, I want you to support this project if you come to Denizli. After I showed you Kokoreç in Tawas in my last video, I wanted to show you an alternative in Denizli, which I often visit. And also, it would have been a good comparison between the two. Unfortunately, this was my last day and it was not even 10 AM, and so they didn't fire up the grill. Maybe if you come to Denizli, you can decide on your own which one is better. Before I went to Izmir and then back home, I wanted to eat a good breakfast, so I decided to go to Hacı Börek, classic Turkish workers' breakfast, tea and everything a Turkish oven has to offer. Because one of my favorite spots for Kokoreç was closed early in the morning, we're here at Hacı Börek. We're eating some börek poğaça, drinking some tea, and hopefully we go to Izmir in like a half an hour. I hope you enjoyed this video of the Denizli food tour. If you did, please give me the thumb up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming projects. I'm waiting for your comments and emails, and as always, if you want to know where I actually am, please follow me on Instagram. I am in Singapore at the airport right now, and I'm flying to Bali, so don't miss these upcoming videos also.